How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Set, and welcome back to some Hearts of Iron 4 Historical Germany campaign. It has been a few days, since almost like a week now, since I posted the last video, and that is because I actually had some issues with my headphone and had to replace a adapter piece that I use for my headphones, so I apologize for that. But yeah, we're back now. I could have recorded, but I just don't like recording without volume, because there's important notices and stuff. What was happening, really? We have resistance to occupation, of course. We should look at the resistance map, though. That's something I have not actually done a good job of doing when I'm playing, I find, is I don't look at the resistance map mode enough. It looks like we have more than enough troops in these areas, but we do need some more in the surrounding areas. We get the new Panzer model soon. It's just a Panzer IV, right? Right now we have a Panzer III. Panzer IV is really good. You know, it's like top of the line standard, so that'll be nice to get that. We are probably going to do a leopard, a leopard as I call it. I'm messing. That'd be weird to call it that. I don't know. What do we have as far as let's see. What do we have as far as other things? We're recruiting a lot of infantry. Let's look at logistics. We're way behind in infantry. Okay, makes sense. Why do we need so much infantry, and why do we not have more working on it? Seems like something I should do. I guess I do have like 4 full lines going. What I should do here is this. I should put this near the top and put, I don't know, let's move this up. Well, I think it's more like, I think I might what I might want to do is take one of these fighter lines and move it down in priority, because the fighter lines are not necessarily the most important. We have one, you know, if we have one full line of fighters, that would be more decent, I think, you know. So let's just move them down until that point. Yeah, and that should be good. As far as logistics go, yeah, I mean, we're behind in everything. I think that's one of the main reasons we're actually having we're struggling here. But yeah, I mean, mainly I think we're just having a little bit of a tough time necessarily having this all work out. We should try to maybe conquer this area. Singapore would be good to have, I think. But first we should, I think we just need to worry about other stuff. I don't know who is planning to do a naval invasion all the way from there. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Where was our special strike force? Was this it? No, this is a new army I had working up here. Where was that strike force I had? Purple. I think it was purple force. Well, real quick, I'm gonna make sure the volume is not too loud. It looks a little loud, so I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. Tell me in the comments and stuff, and I'll look to see if the volume is too quiet. No, it was this group, the pink group. Alright. So how is it going? It doesn't look like it's going too great, but I guess we'll see. It's been a while, like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so, you know, give me a chance to get back into the groove. So I'm not necessarily in the groove right now. They keep pushing us back. I'm a little concerned, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bit concerned about the fact that they're just pressing so hard on us, you know? And that's something we're gonna have to figure out a way around, you know? We produce 228 units a day. We need a lot more infantry equipment. I mean, we need a lot more everything. So, I don't know, man. Maybe we should disband some troops, even. I don't know if we can afford to do that, though. Let's go ahead and put you guys back on the front lines. I don't know, man. I mean, it's definitely concerning, the fact that they have such a... I'm gonna lower the volume levels a little bit for the effects. It's definitely a little bit concerning, the fact that they have such power, it seems, you know? Such power. I've never seen it before. I sound like someone from like an anime or something. It looks like it's become a little bit more static, though, at least. Like, there's a little bit less going on, maybe, in the realm of us having to defend. Italy, are you starting to get your troops up here? No, most of them are in Africa still. But it looks like, no, it's a fleet. But I don't know, hopefully they start getting more troops up here. Again, we have these paratroopers that are ready to go, but we can't yet. We have to wait until we have air superiority, and that's going to be quite some time. But hopefully not too long. I don't think it'll take too long necessarily. But here was the original line right here. So they've pushed in a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So I will admit, they are pushing a little bit, you know? So I believe it has to be these guys, because they're like all these elite units and stuff. Yeah, they have one of our best generals. So, it seems to me that the thing that's actually causing the most harm right now is the fact that we don't have enough soft attack to repel them. Or they, you know, it seems like they have a lot of infantry, and our infantry are not standing up to theirs. That's what it seems. Alright, so we went this tree. What does this one do? Backhand blow and breakthrough, recovery rate. Yeah, sweet. Definitely going to keep researching that. We also should research, let's see, we have infantry equipment pretty much up to date. This one I'm not going to worry about. Well, it could be really good. The Leopard could be really good. Land Doctrine, Naval, we haven't really been worrying about, but we will probably once we finish, like, Air. Again, air is our kind of like our priority out of the air and naval. Between those two, air, you know. And we're gonna, we just got, or no, we've had this for a while, so that's really good. We're not gonna really need anything else for a while as far as fighters are concerned. And that's all I'm really worrying about, I think. We might want to go for tactical bombers at some point. But what about industry? Industry is definitely more important. It's not necessarily more important, but at the top of my priority list, rather. We're fairly up to speed. We're researching atomic research. Okay. That's good. Experimental rockets we can't do. So I mean, we're pretty much like up to par with where we would need to be or expect to be. So maybe we go with like a doctrine, or maybe we go with like Marines if we don't have any Marines. Paratroopers. Support battalions. But mainly, I think we might want to... well, I don't know. I think we kind of want to save the 50% thing for the Panther, because that's going to be a very, very important thing, I think. So, maybe we won't worry about... oh, there's a mouse. That's awesome. I didn't even realize you could get mouses in this game. Misai. That's how you say mouse, plural, right? I'm just messing. I think we'll go air doctrine, because it's pretty important as well. And let's go ahead and go to our production. Yes, a production tree, and we're gonna want to swap it out for the Panzer IV Medium Tank 2. Look at that. Also, we're gonna create a variant. We have all this army experience. We have nothing else we really need to use it for, or would like to use it for that matter. So I think we're just gonna bump up the reliability, bump up everything to level 2. And then the reliability will be the first, and then the main gun, and then the armor, and then the engine, and then the reliability one more time maybe, and that's all gonna be all we're gonna do. So, anyways though, that's like, you know, that's the Panzer IVA is gonna be super, super powerful, I think. Gross tractor. I didn't even realize we had that heavy. I guess it's the old one, so we probably don't want to use that. I normally don't go heavies in this game, like just in general. I just don't normally use heavies at all, which is weird, but I think I think lots of people are kind of like that. I don't think this is something isolated to myself. I think it's just a thing where I don't really value medium or heavy tanks all that much. Medium, I think you get much more bang for your buck. I think that's kind of how it was in the actual war effort, you know? There were heavies and stuff, but mostly you just see mediums. There were a lot more produced because they're cheaper to be produced, you know? That sort of thing. They just will not relent. They are relentless. I see a lot of green. That's good. And the reds are dumb units of mine that think it's a good idea to attack. No, it's not even my units. Okay, so that's good. We're hanging on to Warsaw. I really like that. I'm glad to hear that we're hanging on to Warsaw. You guys should try to push there. The fact that they broke through here is a little subpar. What is the one that... This is the one... This one here. This one is really fairly condensed, it seems. So I think we're going to take this front line, and I'm going to extend it one more province, at least. Have a little bit of overlap there. And yeah, see, this is kind of what I wanted. I want you to kind of like come down here, maybe. Maybe help defend there. You don't need that many infantry there. These guys are going to start retreating. That's okay. We're going to have a good defense set up for them. So hopefully we don't have to... So hopefully we can hold them back here. Maybe hold them back on this side of the river eventually. But it looks like that river is helping out there as well. Now I'm pretty much only seeing green except in Romania, which is a little scary. I don't want Romania to fall, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I really just freaking wish Italy would be actually doing something useful. How's the air game looking? Let's see. I mean, it's still the same as before, basically. It sucks, man. I mean, the fact that we're split on two sides, kind of like the Germans actually were, is subpar, but what can we do? I forgot, Sweden is in the Axis now, aren't they? And they're not really doing a lot up there, but hopefully that'll change. Let's go back up to here where we have this little tendril. And yeah, what were we going to do? I think we were going to go up to Kiev and then go up to Moscow. Or we were going to try and encircle them, maybe? I don't remember. How many troops do we have? We have 23. That's more than enough to encircle this whole large group. Even though it seems ridiculous, I think it's possible. And if we could do that, I think we could win the war. But first step is to actually get that to happen. And man, they are pounding us hard. And don't make a double entendre joke about that, because that is not what I intended. I guess when has that stopped anybody else before? Look, there's all these front lines. Jeez, man. I mean, some of them are Hungarian, Romanian, Italian, you know? So, they're not all mine, but it's annoying nonetheless. Alright, there they go. They have relented for a moment. A brief lapse in their attack has allowed me the opportunity to reinforce this infantry. By the time they get there, hopefully they'll have some more organization. Do we have the dude in charge? Organization is really good, but isn't there a guy that's armor division attack, infantry division attack, division recovery rate? Okay, that's the one guy I was making sure we had, because yeah, I think that's super important. I'm glad to see that we do have that. My previous former poetry stud self was smart enough to recognize the value of that, so I'm glad to hear it. Looks like they actually have just stopped that attack as well, which is super good for us. Let's wait till we have our infantry here, and we're gonna have to start pushing now. And where would be the weakest place? Probably right here. Let's go through and see if we could actually get in a giant encirclement. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we could totally get an encirclement here. It would be a fairly thin line, and it's risky to do this, but I think we might try it. So, why don't we take all of these guys and all of these guys and go bam. Just pummel them. Want to just pummel them? Oh, okay, no, but maybe we should attack there where they have like 11. I guess I wasn't reading that properly. Let's maybe instead attack there. Oh, they're all moving, that's why. It's not that they're necessarily all there, is that they're all moving through it, which makes sense. Okay. These guys are coming in here, they're going to defend, and then eventually they're going to win, and they're going to immediately gonna pile onto that battle. It looks like, though, they are starting to reinforce there. So why don't we do something a little tricky? Why don't we take everything except for, like, 2 of these, and we're going to actually pull back on there, keep them pinned, now we punch through here. You know? I think we play a little tricky. Play tricky dicky, you know? But it looks like they might reinforce anyways, even more, but we'll see. Meanwhile, we should bring in... No, not... These guys should come in here, and One of them I'm going to leave behind, but then the other one I kind of want to go there. Again, we have to be a little bit cautious, but we also have to be a little bit risky and take risks. It's a part of life, you know. We'll control attack there, support attack. If you don't know, doing a control and then right-clicking on the icon for a battle actually does a support attack. It's a feature that's been around since Hearts of Iron 3, and it's a great feature which allows you to actually... what it does is it allows you to actually help in a battle, but then stay in the province you're at, so you don't automatically move on to the next province. Let's see, we need to micro this a little bit, so I need to pay attention. And I would not trust the nationalist Spanish troops to be able to do anything there. It's not our troops attacking, it doesn't look like. Maybe it is. But either way, let's see. They're definitely pushing hard in the north and in the south. It's like in this middle area where I think we're doing just fine. But yeah, I mean, seems like it's been a fairly tough war so far. It's not getting any easier yet, so I think what I might want to do is I might want to take like one of you guys, just one, and maybe assign them to this front line. You know, just distribute our troops a little differently. These guys are medium priority, so they're not going to be coming out anytime soon. That's the last round of those guys. That's the last round of those guys, because we really need more supplies on the front lines, man. And obviously, I'm asking a lot of these troops. They're having to, you know, attack and defend, and then attack in another place all at the same time. I don't expect them to necessarily succeed on the first try, but we're gonna try to do what we can. Fall back. Let's see what they do with those armies there. They're going to reinforce more. Makes sense. Alright, well, tell you what, we need to end this video here though, but I'm thinking it's going alright. Obviously, we're winning a lot here, so I'm okay with that. They are making progress though, and advancing. But I think what I might do is I'm gonna take, before we end this video, the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this dude here, and I'm actually gonna speed him into Bucharest, and his whole entire life is gonna be dedicated to holding on to Bucharest. These guys here are, it looks, I can't actually tell if they're cut off or not, but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and go here, and we'll come back next time and see what we can do. So either way, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for more. Hopefully we're able to win this war. I mean, it wouldn't be too it wouldn't be ahistorical if they do win. You know, they could win. I'm not saying that's not a possibility. So either way, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Episode. Goodbye.